Some sad news for the 90s babies. Actress Michelle Christine Trachtenberg passed away on February 26 at the age of 39 in her hometown, New York City. Born and raised in New York City, she once said in an interview and on social media that she was bullied in school. You may remember her as Nona F. Mecklenburg, Little Pete's friend of Nickelodeon's hit series The Adventures of Pete and Pete. Isn't that something? Her character on the show's last name is Mecklenburg, and her last name is Trachtenberg. Both of their last names have Berg in it. Mecklenburg, Trachtenberg. I bet that's how her character got the last name from her actual last name, to have Berg at the end of both last names. I'm sure that's where they got it from. That's pretty cool. Nona had a brief crush on Pete in the series. She was in the Nickelodeon movie Harriet the Spy with Rosie O'Donnell. She played Penny in the live-action Inspector Gadget movie with Matthew Broderick. Anybody remember that live-action movie Inspector Gadget? I remember that movie. I remember her role as Penny. She portrayed as Buffy's kid sister, Dawn Summers, on Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'm not a kid.
Sorry, Dawn, but you are Buffy's kid sister, whether you like it or not. She was also on Gossip Girl. She was in the 2004 teen sex comedy movie Eurotrip. There was the one scene where she bends over until she no longer bends over and turns around. She had a cute butt, and that fanny of hers looked great in those blue jeans. And then there's this scene where her character Jenny, the other guy, get high from eating brownies. And I had a feeling that it possibly had pot in it, because the guy with his dreads and pretty much had a Jamaican accent. I wouldn't be surprised if he put pot in the brownies. And apparently he did, because they were high as hell. And it's so cute seeing her, laugh and giggle. And then to the point where she has cravings for some french fries, and the way she's chowing down on those fries. And then she had this cute little innocent look right here. So cute. But that scene where they're eating the brownies and they end up getting high, it makes me think of that one 2.5 Men episode where Alan was with the one woman, Melissa, and he stayed at her place with her mom. And her mom gave Alan some brownies, but he had no idea there was pie in it, where they end up making love, and while Alan was high, he had no clue. And then when Melissa came back, she caught them in the bed together, and she kicked them out after that. That reminds me of that episode. I mean, I never seen Eurotrip. I've just seen certain scenes of her in it. But Michelle, she definitely was cute, with a very cute and lovely smile, with lovely gazing eyes. Oh, her eyes are so beautiful and lovely and gazing looking. I mean, come on, she was hot. She certainly was. Before her death, fans were concerned about her appearance, where she looked too skinny and her eyes did not look right. I mean, if you look at these photos, it does look like something is possibly going on with her when it comes to her health. I mean, she still looked pretty, but you would hope that she wasn't sick. Michelle clapped back at a fan for saying that she looked sick. Michelle also defended herself when she said that she never had plastic surgery. She was happy and healthy and told the haters to check themselves. One user even pointed out about being concerned about her eyes. The person asked, "Sure it's not a liver issue here? Not trying to be mean, just looks worrisome." I'm sure those people that she claimed that they were haters, I'm sure they weren't trying to be mean or anything like that. It was just them having a heart where they just was concerned about her. She says that she was happy and healthy, but to them, they were probably like, well, how can you be happy and healthy when you don't look happy nor healthy? I'm sure they were coming to a good place and just worried about her, but I don't know. Maybe in a way Michelle possibly knew and was aware of her weight and her appearance, where she was aware that she looked a bit sick, but she didn't want to admit it and not have, people worry about her or even point it out and say anything by noticing it. I don't know. Like I said, she still looked pretty and she still looked recognizable, but you could tell that she looked a bit sick and, like something's going on her health-wise. No clue how Michelle died, but she had undergone a liver transplant. So it's possible that she may have died due to complications of the liver transplant. Poor Michelle was found unconscious and unresponsive by her own mother. I know it was hard for her mother to try to wake her up, but knowing the fact that she was still unconscious and unresponsive. Rosie O'Donnell responded saying, "I love her very much. She struggled the last few years. I wish I could have helped." See, Rosie said something about she struggled the last few years. So something was up. Allison Hannigan, who was Willow on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and we all know her also as Lily from How I Met Your Mother. She said, I am deeply saddened by the news of Michelle's passing. She brought a loving energy to the set of Buffy. Thoughts are with Michelle's family and friends. Kenan Thompson said, our first Nick movie star has departed us. She was my friend, and now she rests. Check on your people. That's right, Kenan. You gotta check on your people. You never know what's going on with people. You gotta check up on them. We gotta do better. Come on, people. We can do this. Michelle is pretty much the first Nickelodeon star to have passed away. Just like with Disney Channel, the first Disney Channel star that passed away was Lee Thomas Young. The second Disney Channel star to die was Cameron Boyce. Sarah Michelle Gellar is mourning over Michelle and posted on Instagram, referencing a quote her character said to Michelle's character on Buffy during the season 5 finale. Sarah says, Michelle, listen to me. Listen, I love you. I will always love you. The hardest thing in this world is to live in it. I will be brave. I will live for you. Now, Sarah and Michelle first met on the soap opera All My Children. Michelle was also a fan of Buffy before she joined the series, and her and Sarah continued being friends after Buffy until Michelle died. But they seem to really have a real friendship and bonding when they got together on Buffy. And I'm sure their characters, where they were sisters, Buffy and Dawn, had a real awesome sister duo relationship. I feel bad for Sarah Michelle Gellar. This woman cannot catch a break when losing 2 friends. She's lost 2 best friends, okay? Last year, she lost Shannon Doherty, and now this year, she lost Michelle. And here's a rare photo of the 3 of them together. Yep, there's an actual photo of Sarah Michelle Gellar with Michelle Trachtenberg and Shannon Doherty. And this was taken back in 2005. So this was 2 years after Buffy ended and years after Shannon left Charmed. This is the 3 of them together. And I'm like, oh crap, this is awesome. This is awesome. There's a picture of Sarah with her 2 besties together. So that's cool that Shannon and Michelle met. But I bet looking back at this photo, I bet Sarah will have nothing but tears knowing the fact that her 2 best friends are gone, but at the same time will look back on the fond memories of them together. Oh boy, I really do feel bad for Sarah Michelle Gellar. She has to be hurting. Losing 2 of her best friends a year apart from each other. It's like, hasn't Sarah suffered enough? Can we please stop Sarah Michelle Gellar from losing any more friends? My God! I swear. Well, I know that her hubby, Freddie Prinze Jr., will be there for support. Seeing this photo of these 3 together, I think it would have been awesome if they would have had a Charmed and Buffy crossover on the WB, you know, when Shannon was still on the show. That would have been cool for Prue, Piper, and Phoebe to interact with Buffy and Dawn, especially if Shannon had not left Charmed. And those who have been bullied, you can relate to Michelle when she was bullied in school. Michelle said that she really had a really terrible time in school, and they made fun of her and tortured her. In a Valentine's Day social media post in 2020, she recalled how her classmates would send cards to everyone but her. I tell you, man, kids can be cruel. Not all kids, but some kids who just had that bullying mentality, they are so cruel. F you, why? Stop bullying people. Damn. Man, props to her for coming out about that. Yeah, she also mentioned about the kids were cruel. There was no need to harp on the past, but she still had scars from being thrown down stairs and slammed into lockers head first. What? And then she said, no one ever gave me one and they thought I didn't need the attention. The kids and staff all laughed and thought everyone else should get one. Now, she was on television since her childhood. So was it just the kids being jealous where they figured that she needed to be bullied because, you know, they probably thought that, oh, you think you're better than us? And they was probably jealous, so they figured they'd bully her. I'm like, if that's the case, that's not her fault. Like, what? Poor Michelle. And I love what Michelle said about this. Michelle said, I write this to every child, teen, person out there who is bullied. You are something. Do not put your value in someone else. Not letting them win is your win. And she also thanked 3 teachers who protected her, and she thought about them when she was still here before she passed. Props to Michelle for that. Letting them win is our win. We gotta win. We can't let the bullies win, because otherwise they win. Get him, Michelle. It's sad, man. It's sad. It just sucks that she's gone. It's hard to believe that she's gone. This one person left a comment looking at the video of Michelle as Jenny in the Eurotrip movie. This person said, "Guy, you suck. Why couldn't you take Catherine Kennedy in The Rock?" And then I responded asking, what did The Rock do to you? Why you want Guy to take away The Rock, aka Dwayne Johnson? What The Rock do to you? Rest in peace, Michelle. You guys tell me your thoughts on the passing of Michelle Christine Trachtenberg. Tell me where you were when you found out that she passed away. How shocked were you? And are you still in shock about her death? And how bad do you feel for Sarah Michelle Gellar now knowing that she's lost both her best friends, Shannon Doherty and Michelle Trachtenberg? And you can just tell me your fond memories of her and whatnot. Her legacy will live on.
I have to jump. The energy.
It'll kill you.
I know. Buffy, I know about the ritual. I have to stop it.
No.
I have to. Look at what's happening. Buffy, you have to let me go. Blood starts it, and until the blood stops flowing, it'll never stop. No, you have to let me.
I'm here tonight to present this year's Teen Choice Extraordinary Achievement Award. Chosen by the editors of 17 magazine, this award is given to a star that demonstrates exceptional talent and perseverance, has a strong sense of self, and shows compassion for others. Big words meaning you're a great role model. For millions of teenagers, Sarah Michelle Gellar is not only a great role model. Woo! Sarah's also the chosen one. I am really honored to be working with Sarah. She is an incredible professional, a great friend, and an inspiration to me. 17 magazine is proud to present Sarah Michelle Gellar with this year's Extraordinary Achievement Award.